Okay, here's my opinion of the BPS100 Extreme Pro Series backpack blower rack. Bought it from Northern Tool. You can see patent pending. That should have been a warning right there. But nonetheless, it's a nice concept. I like it. It's real easy. It holds the BR800 blower from Steel, which is a monster, as we know. It goes up in here pretty easy. I don't know if I can use both hands. Stand by. Just boom, right there. There we go. Sorry about that. Here we go. Fits in there real nice. I like it. Real cool. The bracket thing doesn't hold the blower handle. It won't work. This is too big for it. So I modified it with some bungee cords. But the main purpose of this thing was right here. This is why I bought it. This is awesome, right here. Just put that in there like that. Bam, done. Okay, it's ready to ride. It's meant for a corner mount on a trailer, but the main reason I bought it was for the locking mechanism. And as you can tell, the stinking padlock doesn't work. It's a cheap ass Chinese padlock is what it is. It's not even a American made. You can tell by the way it rattles. That's so aggravating. That's the aggravating part of this whole thing right there, is because that's why I bought it, was for this locking mechanism. And they put a cheap padlock in it that you can hear it click. It doesn't even want to catch. That's terrible. That's just terrible. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna call the company, I guess. I'll call the company on it. It's a great concept and everything. Like I said, it's made for a corner mount on your trailer. Obviously, I don't have any room for that. So I put it on my old existing trimmer trap that held my BR500. And by the way, trimmer trap makes an awesome backpack blower thing. I should have went with that one instead of this goofy thing. But like I said, I like this concept. It's built for indoor trailer, for an enclosed trailer. It came with these self-tapping screws here. I don't know how 6 of those is going to hold this big old rack on an enclosed trailer wall, but hey, whatever. I did some modification in my old trimmer trap pole and ran the bolts through there. I had to drill the holes out so that it would accommodate that larger bolt. The holes on the back here do not accommodate these bolts that it came with, which is crappy. And they're not recessed a little bit because these are carriage bolts. So I had to basically hold that sucker down until it grabbed on, and then I could impact it all the way in. But nonetheless, that was aggravating. Oh, one more thing. This part right here. Okay, see these? Okay, these Allen screw heads here. Okay, this thing first came with this bar right here, which is too small to go over my backpack blower. So they gave you this extra one here, which is wider, as you can see. So it'll go around the bigger models. But the point is, this is all nice and plastic dipped. This rubber, it's got a nice rubber plastic dip coating all the way around it, which is nice. And oh, nice rubber mat on the bottom, so it doesn't mar your blower up too much. But I think the thing that aggravates me the most was they plastic dipped it after the threads. They didn't fill these thread holes up, and then they plastic dipped it. So when you went to go take the other ones out and put these new ones back in on this one, they wouldn't thread in, and it was a pain in the ass. They didn't also, when you went to put these 2 bolts back in to hold it, the plastic dip that they did, you couldn't get the bolt down in it. So the hole wasn't big enough. So you had to drill that out, which was aggravating. And then of course these things were a pain in the butt because I couldn't get them started. And then when I did get them started, they stripped out. Then I had to do some other evasive measures to get them out, but I eventually got them in. They should have filled those holes before they plastic dipped it, because that was a pain in the ass. And also filled these holes up here when they plastic dip it, so that when you switch it out, there wasn't any problem with everything sliding right in. But I do like this mechanism. This is real nice. It's a little offset a little bit, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. But I think that'll ride well going down the road. It's a little big for a side mount, but just be careful with it. Don't hit anybody's car while you're going down the street. It is just a little wide, but it's doable. But like I said, the most aggravating part is this. If you're going to make something like this, make sure your freaking lock works.